What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you for subscribing. And if you're new, welcome. If you're not familiar with my channel, what I do is discuss things that I'm very passionate about, especially gaming, and started a wrestling shrine because of my buddy who's usually with me on my videos, but tonight he's cameraman because he's a little under the weather. So shout out to Scott. I hope you're feeling better. So, if you've not checked out his channel, definitely check out Mardi Gras Gaming for sure. And for those of you who don't know, this is Lisa Critic 75.
You can speak.
Yes.
Oh, hi. Oh, hi.
Oh. Oh, hi. Oh. Anyway.
Hi, oh, whatever.
Ohio.
Whatever.
Anyway. So, for those of you who don't know, like I said, this is usually what we do. We just hang out, review games and pickups and stuff like that. So, without further ado, let's jump right into it, Gameaholics. So, first things first. Those of you who know our channel know that this is one of my little favorite hidey holes.
And yet they know us by name.
Yes, they do. When we went over there the other day, somebody was saying, "Bye, Scott. Bye, Michael." I'm like, "Bye." And we've been in there so much, it's like they left the case open for us.
They know you by name already, that means you're a regular.
A bit more than a regular.
That's trust.
Yes. So, what have we got today?
What have we got?
Why don't you start with those, because I know you enjoy them. And then we'll do what we usually do.
Here are two games I've played a few times. First was Tiger Woods PGA Tour 2004. But what I found interesting about this is that, I mean, the golf thing is fun, but you get to create a golfer in any likeness you want. That's the fun part. But it's still an enjoyable game.
Okay, that's cool.
And here's a game I enjoyed playing a lot of because it was just, this game could get really addictive.
Yeah, I agree on that.
Next to Halo, next to the Halo series on Xbox. Even though this is on Nintendo GameCube.
I had it on PS2, and I think you said you had it on the original Xbox.
I did. Right? Yes, I did.
So it was on all three major consoles.
It's basically like Born Identity mixed with a little X-Files. It's Second Sight. You play as John Vadek, a guy who wakes up with no memory. Well, you find out later your name is John Vadek, but you have no memory of how you got there. And as the game goes on, each new ability gets discovered. Like one part you have telekinesis. You can have a certain amount of energy. You could just. Well, I don't want to give too much away. You could turn invisible at some point, which is also cool. And it's a cool game because it starts to unravel of what happened to you and all that, and it's a pretty cool game. It's a mystery that just keeps you flowing throughout.
I like that.
Yeah.
I've only played it a couple times.
I finished it years ago. Luckily for you, if I wouldn't have been sitting with you, I would be in the same boat as John. I don't remember anything about the game, but based on what you're telling me, it kind of reminds me of one of my favorite PS2 games, which is Psyops. That was also on Xbox.
And I never played Psyops. Is the premise real similar?
Oh, very.
That I do have.
It's a great game.
Psyops.
It is hard. To this day, it's hard.
Yeah.
So, one of the games that I found was MVP Baseball 2005. And I remember playing this when I first got my Vita, when it first came out on my 21st birthday. This was the first Vita game I got, but obviously this is the PS2 version. But, it came out in 2005. It's a great game because I love my MLB, as y'all know. But, it's a lot of fun, and I was good to bring a trip down memory lane plays Jeter, A-Rod, Giambi. I love Jason Giambi and Randy Johnson and all those cool guys back in the 2000s. And, saw some future All-Stars and weren't even famous yet. They were just bench warmers. So that kind of brought me back a little bit. Makes me want to play the one on my Vita.
Wow.
So, one of the things that we came across, I'll let you do some of these.
Sure.
I came across Super Pinball. I absolutely love pinball. So, because it's on SNES, it's got to be Super. So, I'm really excited to try it. What else do we get?
Well, for the very first PlayStation game, it's Dark Stone. Forgive me, I have very little knowledge about anything beginning of PlayStation.
It looks like a dungeon crawler almost, doesn't it, Scott?
Yeah.
It looks like one.
RPG dungeon crawler-ish, like Diablo.
Yeah.
Almost.
And a cool anime, and this cool anime game, it's double discs. It's Xenogears.
Ooh.
Oh yeah. Those of y'all who are RPG fans know
I've
what
only
that
played a
is.
demo for that.
I know. That's why.
I know. That's
Yeah. So, Xenogears was one of the earliest installments in the Xeno saga, I believe. It may actually. be the
I don't
first.
know if. Well, I don't. Yes, but I don't think it connects to anything.
Xenoblade was the first.
Xenoblade was Wii U or
Oh.
3DS.
Yeah, yeah. Which one do I think? I don't remember. It was early on, I think.
It was Xenogears and then Xenosaga.
So this is something that neither Scott or myself have heard of, and I'm very excited to try it because I love it. It looks like a lot of fun. Star Wars Demolition
It does.
on PS1. It looks almost like a combination between Star Wars and maybe Metal Gear.
Kind of does.
Like Metal Gear Black or Twisted
It kind of does.
or Crush Hour from WWF. You know? So these two are.
I wish they kind of did like a Twisted Metal type Star Wars game. That'd be kind of cool.
I think that's probably what that is.
Probably.
It looks like it.
Yeah.
Either way, I know we're gonna have fun trying it.
Fine.
So these two are Dreamcast games, obviously.
Classics.
This is one of the hardest games ever made. Do you remember this?
No,
Do
I
you remember the
movie.
film?
I remember the film.
Okay. So it starts out, Toy Story 2 starts out, you're in Andy's room. And just getting out of the room took forever. Then you had to fight something in the attic. And you had to find batteries for yourself and your friends.
Oh boy.
And that battle, the first level, took so long. And then you ended up in a claw machine in the pizza plant. And it took me literally days trying to beat that level. It was so annoying on SNES and Genesis and Game Boy. I didn't even go very far on that.
Wow.
I cannot imagine how hard it is on Dreamcast with 4 buttons. It's going to be insane. This is something that I saw and played years and years ago, and because of somebody that I follow, they had a copy of this and it made me want to get another copy of it. It's called Choo Choo Rocket, and it's basically Itchy and Scratchy in space.
Wow.
It looks like so much fun. I hadn't played it.
Yeah, it does.
I hadn't played it in years, and it kind of made me want to play it again. So I know that we're gonna definitely try that out later. Then I went back shopping again. I know, I'm such a bad person. I'm such a bad friend
Why are you bad? Well, how does that make you bad?
because I went back without y'all. But I got some cool stuff. This is Ikaruga.
Yes.
And it almost, I remember seeing that title when it came out. It almost seems like Gradius or Philios to me. If those of you who don't know what Philios is, it is a Greek mythology space shooter inspired by the Greek myths.
Does look like it.
It really does. And some of the other things I got, I was surprised. I actually found a Mega Drive game over there.
Lucky.
Poppy Commando. Studio something.
Poppy sounds French.
No, Spanish.
Spanish.
Come on, man. Don't you know you're Eddie Guerrero?
Apparently not.
Forgive him. Poppy Commando. It looks like such a good game. I know it's, well, in America, any Mega Drive game is hard to find. So, Studio Theater and Poppy Commando, Genesis Mega Drive. So that is going on the shelf with the other Mega Drive games.
Yep.
And then I found a couple of other gems. One of them is the original Medal of Honor.
Wow.
That brings back a lot of memories.
Definitely.
Did you ever play Medal of Honor?
The first war game I played was probably Spec Ops.
Can't say that I have, no.
You know what it's about?
World War II?
He reads the books. Yes, that is correct. It is set in World War II, and it is one of the earliest renditions of World War II that I'm aware of, with accurate weaponry. It was intriguing seeing how the campaign was in Japan and parts of Europe, and they did a really good job of it. My grandpa served in the war. He was a Marine in Germany, and you know, he didn't like gaming, but when I told him about that, he looked into it and he was like, "Oh yeah, I remember stuff like this." I was like, "Okay, cool." So this is something very interesting. The Record of Lodos War, which looks definitely RPG-ish.
I think they released Record of Lotus War recently on the Switch,
Looks.
but a different title. Oh no, it's still Record of Lotus War, but I think it's like caption,
Interesting.
like an action,
It almost looks like there's a lot of AoEs. It looks
like a Metroidvania style type thing.
Okay. Yep. And this is something I couldn't believe I found. A blockbuster game, firstly.
Blockbuster.
Yeah. And guess what game that is?
Frogger?
That's what I thought at first, and then I looked at it closer. How about a blast from the past for all y'all
Oh,
gameholics?
Okay, I know what
Yep.
it is.
Yep. Parappa the Rapper.
I've only played a demo for that.
Never played it.
That was so ridiculous.
I may be out of touch, but I never even
Well, it was
heard it either.
one of the first rhythm games.
Yeah. It was around...
Like 97.
Falappa
Parappa.
the rapper?
Rappa. Parappa the Rapper.
Say that
Oh.
a few times.
Parappa
Yeah.
the Rapper.
I can't.
Rapper the Rapper. So, we also are excited to announce we have another treasure box.
We do.
I have no idea what's in it.
We have no idea.
And also, stay tuned for the next video because we have a major announcement to make that affects me and Scott.
Are we opening this today?
Yeah, we are.
Okay. What you got here is Clue Land.
Oh, Clue Land. I actually played that. It was like a Donkey Kong level type thing on the original Famicom and Atari, I believe. Came out in the early 80s.
Looks very similar.
84.
84.
That's a long time. That's the year I was born.
Yeah. And you got Jimmy Johnson's VR Football 98.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh. Then we got some good stuff.
Good stuff.
Sealed copy of SOCOM Navy SEAL. Great, great series. Incredibly well made.
Very.
You ever played that either?
No. I got introduced to some things that are late in life.
That's why you have us. We're your teachers, right, buddy?
Of course.
Yep.
Then comes something that I have not thought of in a very long time. Batman, the Telltale series.
Oh, wow.
Brand new, with the season pass still inside. It's probably still active.
I guess you all know that the guy, Kevin Conroy, who's best known for voicing Batman in the cartoon series, has passed away, sadly.
That was sad.
He was very iconic with that dark, grungy voice. He made that character what it is. Even though he's never actually acted as Batman, he's still considered one of the best Batmans out there.
I think he did the voiceover for the Arkham series, right? Like Arkham Asylum and City and Night.
I think so. And
Well, Mark Hamill was the Joker.
yes,
Yeah.
he was just as iconic with the voice of Batman as Mark Hamill was iconic with the voice of the Joker.
Yeah. Of all the Jokers from Cesar Romero till now, Cesar Romero, Jack Nicholson, and Heath Ledger and Mark Hamill are absolutely my favorite Jokers. That's most of them, but I really love them each because Heath Ledger was just very dark.
Very diabolically insane.
Well, there's a theory about that, which I'll do a video on your channel one day about that.
Okay.
Then you had Jack Nicholson, who was just the stereotypical Harlequin.
Yeah, he was joyfully creepy.
He was insanely funny.
Yeah.
Then you had Cesar Romero, who was exactly the same except had a mustache.
He refused to shave his mustache, so they had to paint. They painted the makeup over his mustache.
Yeah. And then, of course, you had Mark Hamill, who, of all the Jokers, he's the one who creeps me out the most.
Yeah,
He's almost as creepy as Heath Ledger's Joker.
yes.
They're different, though.
Yeah, his Joker was
Oh.
even. I think his Joker was even insaner than Heath Ledger's.
So, the only other things we got, we have a few more things, and that's it for today. But, which of these do you want to do? Do them both.
Well, if you like a good Simpsons game on the Game Boy, here it is, Escape from Camp Deadly. Escape from Camp Deadly? It sounds like a Goosebumps episode. Escape from Camp Deadly, Bart Simpson. I don't know. I did have a Game Boy, but I never played this game.
Probably part of the Treehouse of Horror.
That's what I was thinking.
Maybe I should have.
Yeah.
Yeah. And this is
a great one.
There's a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game, Fall of the Foot Clan.
Yeah.
If you're a Turtles fan and you have a Game Boy, this is a game to get.
I remember playing that when it came out.
Well, I know he's a big Turtles fan.
That, I think, it's on the Cowabunga collection.
Yes, it is. So everybody watching this can try it.
I guess you know he's a big Turtles fan, aren't you?
No. I had no idea. But that reminds me of something else I'm passionate about. Which, thanks to Scott, I have started a wrestling shrine. If you'd like to pan over here real quick.
Nicely done.
Yeah. And since last, 3 weeks ago now, 2 weeks ago, I got a few new things in for the shrine. One is the Taker's Tumbler.
Nice.
It's got a very cartoony looking Taker,
It does.
and you can't have a Taker Tumbler without his plush. And they actually got a pretty good likeness of him from the early 90s.
Wow, it's nice. It looks like it's gonna come alive and kill you.
That's definitely Taker, alright.
Yeah.
They even got the hair color. And it should be done correctly because it's WWE. Of course, they know what they're doing. And that reminds me, something that I've been looking for a very long time.
You're gonna love
Just
this one.
came in. This is the DX Army shirt.
Whoa.
Yes. And I have to say that I am now the world's biggest member of the DX Army. Don't get that any other ideas.
No.
But
There's always a but. What?
I've been looking for this for years. And it
Years.
took me about 2 years to track one down. And it was still in the original shrink wrap. So I knew it was legit. It still has the original tags on it. So I was really happy about that.
As far back as that shirt is, I thought it would have took you longer.
Well, I hadn't been looking for it since for a while, but you know what actually started me looking for it was watching Raw in order.
That'll do it.
I'm in 2012 now, so I'm getting there. But I was like, man, I remember that shirt. I gotta find one.
He found it, and he found it.
So, is there anything upcoming on your channel?
No, he wants to do a movie review on something.
Oh, yes.
Something I watched already.
Yeah, we'll. And when I get,
Just the season.
when I'll get to it, I will get to it before the
Christmas video.
before this year's over with.
Okay. Oh, you
Oh.
remember how super quick? Remember we were talking about Toy Story 2 on Game Boy?
Yes.
Look what I see.
Nice. You want me to?
Oh,
Sure.
I see it.
Yeah. There is said product.
That product.
Game Boy Color. This is one of the hardest games and still annoying, but I am determined to beat it this time.
It may take him a few good years, but he'll do it.
I hope not. But, Scott, do you have anything for your channel?
Just another pickup.
Nice. Well, in that case...
Check him out too.
Yep.
Mardi Gras Gaming, just awesome.
You're pretty awesome, too, Reach Like Critic 75.
Oh yeah, but I can't top y'all.
He's just the
He's
least
just
liked
modest.
critic. That's all.
Yeah.
That's me.
Really? So, that being said, on that bombshell, I think it's time to end. So, thank you all the gamerholics out there, and keep coming back for more.
Please.
So, until next time, stay cool and stay gaming.
Yeah.
Bye.